The next exercise is poser la question. Ask the question. So now we have 5 sentences. So the first one is Je parle français et vous. I speak French and you. We need to ask the question here. So I speak French. So how will you change this into a question? Je becomes, since we already have the clue here, it is vous. We have to use vous. And the verb is parle. For vous it is parler. Vous parlez français. And you need to put the question mark. That indicates it is a question. So if you leave out this question mark, that would become just a statement. It would say you speak French. So it is the question mark that distinguishes a statement from a question. So this is how we ask a question. Je parle français. Et vous? Vous parlez français? I speak French. And you? You speak French? So the next sentence. Je comprends l'anglais. I understand English. Et vous? Again, it is vous. So, je becomes vous. And how would you conjugate comprendre? It is comprenez. Comprenez l'anglais? Question mark. So don't forget the question mark. And as you see, all you have to know is your subject and the conjugation of that verb. And it is very easy. Je comprends l'anglais. Et vous? Vous comprenez l'anglais? I understand English. And you? You understand English? Moving on to the next sentence. Je suis espagnol. I am Spanish. Et vous? So again, vous. So for the start, I have chosen sentences where we only need to use vous. But you know, if there is another subject in this place, it is the same. You just have to change the subject and write the particular conjugation. Je suis espagnol. Et vous? Vous? So now, here is the verb. It is the être verb. For vous, it is vous êtes. Vous êtes espagnol. So, it is very simple. You just have to use the correct conjugation. J'habite Madrid. J'habite Madrid. Et vous? So, here it is. Here they have given us the reflexive pronoun. For vous is vous. We will learn more about reflexive pronouns in the subsequent classes. So, as of now, we just need to know for vous, the reflexive pronoun is vous itself. So, et vous, vous. Now, the verb, habite. For vous, it is habiter. Habiter, and we need to complete the sentence. So, it is Madrid. J'habite Madrid. Et vous? Vous habitez Madrid? Or you can ask this question in a different way. I live in Madrid. Et vous? Vous habitez où? Où is where. So where do you live? So you can ask this question in 2 different ways. So depending on what you want to ask. So finally, the last sentence. Je suis professeur. I am a professor. Et vous? Vous? the subject, I mean the verb. The verb is être verb, so it is êtes. Vous êtes professeur. Je suis professeur. Et vous? Vous êtes professeur? So now we know how to ask a question when we are given a statement. Je parle français. Et vous? Vous parlez français? Je comprends l'anglais. Et vous? Vous comprenez l'anglais? Je suis espagnol. Et vous? Vous êtes espagnol? J'habite Madrid. Et vous? Vous habitez Madrid or vous habitez où? Je suis professeur. Et vous? Vous êtes professeur? So, what we did in this exercise was that we asked a question from the given statement. So, all we did was use a subject, then conjugate the verb for that given subject and complete the sentence with a question mark. So, I hope you understood how to do this exercise. In the next exercise, we are going to learn how to write a negative sentence. Since you already know, we have to add ne before and pas after the verb. So here, Maria est différente de Barbara. So Maria and Barbara are two different people and we have to write, they've given us 4 sentences about Maria. We have to write about Barbara. And we know they two are completely different. So the first sentence, Maria habite à Paris. Maria lives in Paris. So what can we say about Barbara? We have to make this sentence negative. So we add ne before the verb and pas after the verb. Here, because of the vowel clash, it becomes n'habite. Barbara n'habite pas à Paris. Barbara does not live in Paris. So, very simple, we just have to add ne before the verb and pas after the verb. The second sentence, Maria comprend le français. So, here, again, this will be Barbara. Barbara, we have to add ne before the verb and pas after the verb. Le français. The next sentence, Maria connaît la musique. So, Barbara, we have to add ne before, pas after, the verb is connaît. Barbara ne connaît pas la musique. And finally, the last sentence, Maria ne parle pas l'espagnol. So the sentence is already negative. So how will you make this positive? Barbara, you have to remove the ne and the pas. Barbara parle l'espagnol. So have you understood? Here they told us that Maria est différente de Barbara. They both are different people. So Maria lives in Paris. Maria habite à Paris. To change that, we say Barbara n'habite pas à Paris. She does not live in Paris. For the second sentence, Maria comprend le français. Barbara ne comprend pas le français. We added ne before and pas after the verb. Maria connaît le musée. Barbara ne connaît pas le musée. And the last sentence, Maria ne parle pas l'espagnol. The sentence is negative. So to make it positive, we removed ne and pa. Barbara parle español. So this is how we make a positive sentence negative and a negative sentence positive. The rules are simple. For a negative sentence, you have to add ne before the verb and pa after the verb. For a positive sentence, you need to remove ne and pa.